Hey loves, welcome back to my channel and happy Thursday. Hope you guys have had a really good week and are excited about the weekend. So today we are talking my favorite topic, which is products. I love me some products. But I do know how real the struggle can be when it comes to buying products and knowing which products are best for your hair. You go to the hair shop and there are rows upon rows of products that all say that they do the same thing. So how do you know what works best for your hair? So today I'm going to be sharing my top 5 tips on how to pick products that work best for your hair. So my very first tip is to understand your hair better. And I covered this in the first part of the series, so please check that out if you've missed this, because it will all make sense. It will all make so much more sense. But understanding your hair. So first and foremost, what type of porosity do you have? What type of hair density do you have? And what kind of strand thickness do you have? Now, some people may wonder, how is this important? Well, I'll just give you guys an example. I know that I'm someone who has low porosity hair, which means that my hair is just not absorbing moisture in the way that I would like it to. So I may moisturize my hair again and again and again and still find that my hair is super duper dry. So if I'm looking for a moisturizer or a curl cream of some sort that's going to be applied to my hair, I am looking for something that has water as one of the top 3 ingredients. Water just must be there, or something that's really moisturizing, like aloe vera water, So just looking for something that's super moisturizing. And I know this because my hair is low porosity, and so I know that something that's very rich in moisture will be beneficial to my hair. Again, let's say for example, I know that I have low density hair and that my strands are thin. I will most likely not want heavy moisturizers. Someone with thin and fine hair probably is trying to achieve fullness with all of their hairstyles, or wants their hair to appear to be more voluminous than it does. So using a very heavy styling product or heavy moisturizer goes against what you're trying to achieve, because that's just going to weigh your hair down. So just understanding, your hair texture and your hair type will definitely make choosing your products so much easier. Tip number 2, I would say knowing your ingredients can be so helpful in knowing what products will best suit your hair. So again, I'm going to use the example of someone who has done step 1 and they understand their hair and they know that they have, for example, low porosity hair. Again, someone with low porosity hair, like I mentioned, they want moisture. In their products, they want something that's going to moisturize their hair. Now, there's a category of ingredients called humectants, which help to draw moisture from the atmosphere. So ingredients that help to draw moisture. One of these common ingredients is glycerin. So if I know that my hair struggles to retain moisture or to absorb moisture, I'll look out for a product that has water in it, and I might also look out for a product that has a humectant such as glycerin in it. So just knowing your ingredients better can really help. Again, another example, let's say how to pick a deep conditioner that's a protein deep conditioner. Well, knowing which protein ingredients are very effective in our hair can also be really helpful. In the case of protein, these are large molecules, and there will be loads of protein conditioners out there which actually say they're protein conditioners, but they don't actually act as effectively as others. So for example, I know if I'm looking for a protein deep conditioner, I am on the lookout for ingredients such as hydrolyzed proteins. We've got hydrolyzed oat protein, hydrolyzed wheat protein, hydrolyzed soy protein, hydrolyzed collagen, silk amino acids. I'll be on the lookout for some of these because I know that they kind of raise a flag with regards to being effective to some extent as protein ingredients. So just having a better understanding of your ingredients can be very helpful. Which takes me to my next step, which is to be observant. Be very observant. Sometimes we go online and we find someone that has the same texture hair as us. Maybe they have the same porosity, same density, and we buy products that maybe they've reviewed or they recommend, and those products just don't work in the same way for us as they did, that person. And that's probably because our hair isn't responding to 1 or 2 ingredients as well as maybe the other person's hair does. So be observant of products that don't work well for your hair, and also products that do work well for your hair. So I'll give you guys an example. I love the ORS replenishing conditioner, and I know that the first 3 ingredients are water, soybean oil and glycerin. So if I'm ever on the lookout for another kind of conditioner, then I know, well, my hair likes those ingredients. So if another product has those ingredients in it, then I'm likely to kind of reach for it and have a look a little bit further. So just really being observant, just knowing which products don't work for you and logging the top kind of ingredients, and knowing which products do work for you and also being mindful of those ingredients. For when you go back to buy other ingredients, you can have a better idea of which ingredients works well for your hair and which may not have. My fourth tip, guys, is to try before you buy. Yes, definitely try out samples for the same reason I mentioned previously, which was that you can find someone who has the same hair as yourself, but you know, a product that you're going to spend your money on might not work in the same way for your hair as it did theirs. So if you can, try to buy a sample in your local hair shop. Loads of companies also online are kind of offering sample sizes of products. So definitely try before you buy, and it will help save you some money. I have evidence under our bed of loads and loads of products that I just went and I splurged on based on, you know, reviews, which are great, but I just splurged on before trying them, and you know, there are sample size products of them, so I do wish that I had maybe tried out the samples before I went and splurged. So definitely do give sample sizes a try. Last but not least, guys, my final tip would be to check out product reviews. There are so many reviews on the likes of haircare forums, haircare websites and blogs, YouTube, and to take that a step further, you know, you can even refine your search by looking for people who have a similar porosity to your hair, similar hair density, or people who have similar hair goals to you, you know, people who have achieved some of the hair goals that you want to achieve, or you know, are on successful hair journeys, all in all, and use them as a point of reference. Of course, it's important to make sure that they're people who are very honest with their reviews, and from there you can get closer to getting products that are more suited to your hair. So that is it from me, guys. I hope that was helpful, and I will see you in my next video on the actual Washday regimen, which is going to be my updated Washday regimen. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Do check out the previous videos as part of this series, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.